They chose my brother over me. Now they're homeless. Okay, I need to get this off my chest. It's been years, but recent events have brought all the old wounds back to the surface, and I don't know if I'm the asshole for feeling the way I do. It all started 7 years ago when my dad passed away. He didn't have a will, which, in hindsight, was his biggest mistake and the catalyst for all the chaos that followed. There was the family home, a decent sum of money in a joint account with my mom, and a small business that he'd built from the ground up. My older brother, Mark, had always been the golden child, the one who could do no wrong in my mother's eyes. I, on the other hand, was always the independent one, the one who questioned things, which usually meant I was seen as the troublemaker. When it came to dividing things, Mark immediately went for the business, claiming he had helped Dad more over the years, which was a blatant lie. He'd shown up for the easy parts, sure, but the grunt work, the late nights. That was mostly Dad and me. I suggested we sell the business and split the proceeds, or at least have a proper valuation. This did not go over well. My mother, bless her heart, but she always defaulted to Mark. She said, he needs it more, he has a family to think about. Mark had a wife and 2 kids, while I was single at the time. As if that made my claim less valid. The arguments became daily screaming matches. I remember one particular evening, Mark actually lunged at me, and Mom stepped in, not to stop him, but to push me away, yelling that I was disrespecting the memory of my father by fighting over his things. Then came the kicker. One morning, I woke up to find my packed bags by the front door. My mother stood there, her face stern, and told me, if you can't respect your brother's needs and keep the peace, you can't live under this roof. This is his inheritance now, and you're just causing trouble. She actually kicked me out of the house. The house I grew up in, the house Dad had worked his entire life for. I was 25, had a decent but not spectacular job, and suddenly, I was homeless. For months, I couch surfed, lived out of my car for a while, showered at friends' places, and worked every extra shift I could get. It was humiliating, soul-crushing. I didn't hear a peep from my mom or Mark. It was like I ceased to exist. That period forged something in me, though. It hardened me, made me determined that no one would ever be able to do that to me again. I saved every penny, invested wisely, worked insane hours, and eventually, started my own small tech company. It wasn't easy, but I clawed my way up, brick by painful brick. Fast forward to last week. I'm doing well now, my company has grown, I own a beautiful house, and I'm financially secure beyond anything I ever imagined. Then I got a call. It was my mother. Her voice was shaky, almost timid, a tone I hadn't heard from her since Dad died. She told me that Mark had lost everything. The business Dad built, bankrupt, gone. Apparently, he'd developed a severe gambling problem. He'd lost the family home, too, betting away not just his share but also the money Mom had put into it after Dad's passing. Mark, his wife, and their kids were now entirely homeless, living out of a motel, and about to be evicted from there too. And here's where she dropped the bomb. She asked if they could come live with me. All of them, my mother and the brother who sided with her to kick me out, who took everything, now want me to take them in. They specifically mentioned my big house and success. I didn't give her an answer. I just told her I needed to think about it. Part of me, the part that still aches from sleeping in my car, wants to tell them to go to hell. The part that remembers my mother's cold words at the doorstep wants to shut them out completely. But another part, a small, nagging voice, thinks about my niece and nephew, who are innocent in all of this. And it's my mother, after all. Am I the asshole if I refuse to take them in? Or do I owe them anything after what they put me through?